Hi, my name is Ali Terracino, and I'm currently interning at the Center for Service and Social Justice. And today I have here with me Miss Lynn Gavin, and she is currently the Administrative Assistant for the Vice President of Mission and Ministry at the University of Scranton. And she has become a very popular and important person in the Scranton area during this crazy time of a pandemic. She has now made a total of 3,442 masks, and that is even prior to her beginning her new project of Mask for a Cause. So we just want to say thank you so much for all you have done, and we're so lucky to have you talk with us today.
Thank you, Al. I'm very happy to be able to participate in your program.
So, what made you initially start doing this, and at what point did you realize that your impact was making such a difference?
Okay, so when the pandemic started and it was suggested that we start wearing masks, I went upstairs in my attic and I brought my sewing machine down and dusted it off, and I made a few masks for my family and friends. And word got out that I was making them, so I had gotten a few calls, can you make me some? And I said, sure. So then I saw where the nursing homes, the area nursing homes, the area fire and police departments, the cancer patient program, they were all looking for donations. So I posted something on Facebook that I'd be happy to help, whoever needs them, contact me through Facebook. So I started getting messages. St. Joe's was looking for them. St. Joe's Center, who is a home for mentally challenged children and adults. So I made about 100 for them and I donated. And someone from the Wilkes-Barre Police Department reached out to me and said they need them. So they needed black. So I went out and got black material and made them some black masks. And then I had a woman who reached out and she said, we have a group of 5 adults who are cancer patients, and she said they're in desperate need because at that time masks couldn't even be found anywhere. So I started, I made them for them, and then people were reaching out for me to make for personal use, and they wanted to pay me, and I said, no, I don't want to accept anything. I want to do this, to help you out. So people said, no, I'm giving you something. So I said, whatever anybody gives me, I'm going to donate. So I have a very good friend who is president of the Family to Family, and with Sister Ann, with Friends of the Poor, we're doing a weekly food giveaway. So I thought, oh, perfect, because they were looking for donations. So I put out a little container out on my porch, and it had, donations for our weekly food giveaway. And I would put the masks in a bag with their people's names on them, and they would, pick them up. So word just got around and people just kept reaching out to me. I had a woman who reached out to me. She had a friend who was a nurse out in New York City, and she couldn't get masks for her patients. And I sent them out to New York City. And then one day my husband came home from Ricardo's market, and he felt bad because the workers didn't have masks. And I said to him, they probably can't get them, because at that time, nobody had a mask. So I sewed up 12 masks really quick, and I dropped them off on my way to work. And I said, if you need any more, reach out to me on Facebook. Well, the woman called me and she couldn't thank me enough. And she said that, they would like a few more and they would definitely make a donation. So I said, all right, give me a couple of days. So I made, I think, 2 more dozen, and I dropped them off, and she handed me an envelope. So I stuck the envelope in my purse, and it was about 4 or 5 hours later, and I remembered the envelope, and I picked it out, and inside were 2 $500 checks, $1,000 they donated.
Wow.
to the food giveaway. So I mean, that like just touched me, because I thought people at this time just are so giving. They thought I did a wonderful deed, and they in return did even a bigger deed as far as I was concerned. So it just started rolling, people just kept getting in touch with me, and even the news station contacted me, and I did a little interview with the news station. And the more the word got out, the more people were reaching out. Not, I don't know if they, I mean, I know they wanted the mask, but they also wanted to help with the donations.
Mhm. Wow. That's insane that people are like donating that big of amounts just because it's something you enjoy, I'm assuming, doing, and you're enjoying helping, and people are really taking it to heart that you are going out of your personal way and you're taking your hours of your personal day and helping people you barely know. That's amazing. It's very
Hmm.
heartfelt, and it's something we need during this time.
Yes, definitely.
So how do you believe that your like masks are, and you in general of what you're doing has impacted the community? And like how many about organizations and individuals would you say you have helped slash benefit?
Oh, wow. At least I'd say 25 to 30 organizations.
Oh,
Some of them were small. The nursing home down the street from me, the kitchen staff didn't have them. And a friend of mine reached out and said, my daughter works there. Can you make them? I said, absolutely. I made them, dropped them off there. And just, and just the way that people appreciated and the little notes that I got when they gave me the donations, like I kept every single one of them. And it made me feel good to know that people appreciate it, something that that I appreciated, be able to help someone. And they felt the same way I did, especially at this time.
mm, wow. I mean, I can't even imagine. I know it was extremely hard finding a mask anywhere. Like people were wearing anything they could find. So I'm sure
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was,
they were.
yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
it was like amazing for you to offer your time, and people were definitely very appreciative.
Yeah, and I even had a lot of people donating off material because they knew what I was doing. They'd call and they say, "Hey, do you need material?" And I said, "Yeah, whatever you can give me, you know." And I just like I'd find material on my porch. People were mailing it to me. So I even had one woman who reached out to me, from California. She happened to be a friend that I happened to be a friend, and she reached out and she said, I'm out in California. I can't go out without a mask because of my illnesses. And not only that, it's mandatory. We can't even leave the house. She said, is there any way that you can, send me some? And I said, absolutely. So I got her address. I mailed them to her and she made a huge donation. Like it was just unbelievable.
Well, I mean, people at during that time, like they didn't even know what to give, and the fact that you're giving something that was definitely 1,000% needed, I'm sure it really made them feel a little more peace at mind in a way.
Yeah, definitely.
My last question is, are there any specific ways people can get involved and support masks for a cause?
Well, sure, they can buy a mask and make a donation. I have a flyer here that will be posted on B-Board, on our websites, on Facebook, and they can stop by. My phone number's there. I do have, like, I've been making them morning, noon, and night. And I do have a stockpile of masks, and I'm making Christmas ones. I even have a couple examples I could possibly show you. I have a couple of cute little Christmas masks right now I'm working on. I have some nice fall masks, uh, leaves and stuff. So that's how they can support this cause. Because right now I do have a lot of material. I have a lot of elastic. I'm sewing them up pretty quickly. So yeah, so just, if you want to get a mask and make a donation, it'd be greatly appreciated.
Okay, well, I mean, definitely, and this like will definitely get the word out even more about the masks. And I know personally I always like to buy more because I get tired of the same ones, and I like when they match like what I wear. So I definitely will stop by and get a few, and it's amazing what you've done for the community, and I'm sure no one will be able to thank you as much as you deserve, but it is definitely eye-opening and very helpful, and I'm sure people just don't even know what to say.
Oh, they don't, and I honestly appreciate their kindness and their words and everything, and I'm so happy to do it.
Well, thank you so much again for talking with us. And it really, it was very beneficial and eye-opening for me because I don't live in like Pennsylvania normally. So obviously I wouldn't see you on the news, but I heard all about you and about what you've been doing since the first day of school. So you definitely have some fans, I would say.
Thank you, Allie. I appreciate it.